Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another Theme Park Obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today I'm hanging out at Universal Studios Hollywood to give you an update on all the Halloween Horror Night stuff. So how about you and I dive right in. Oh yeah, back at Universal Studios Hollywood on this beautiful SoCal day for another Halloween Horror Nights update. And in today's video, I'm not going to be focusing too much on the roller coaster project. It's mainly going to be Halloween Horror Nights stuff. But man, oh man, it's so nice out. And there's a nice little breeze going on. It's not like incredibly hot too. It's like in the high 80s. So I will take that over the 102 it's been lately. Now, before we get started with Universal Studios, I just wanted to let you all know that I still have some Theme Park Obsession pins still available in my Etsy shop. At the time of making this video, I have about 60 of them left in the Etsy shop. And what's cool about purchasing one is not only do you get a cool pin, but you also help support the channel. And purchasing one of these beautiful pins is super easy. Just follow the link down below to my Etsy shop. Go ahead and pick your quantity of how many you would like. And then once I get the notification, I package and ship them off myself. So yeah, if you want to help support the channel even more, follow the link down below in the description to my Etsy shop. But with that, let's make our way into the theme park. Huge shout out to all of those who have already purchased a Theme Park Obsession pin. You guys are amazing. Super easy entry through security. The beauty of getting here around mid-afternoon, everyone's already in the park. And just like that, we've made it in the park and I'm already seeing a few things right here. We got some strobe lights, some intelligent lighting already up in the usual spots. Yeah, this is the first impression right when you walk into the park. You see a scare zone, the lighting will be crazy and the music will be very loud. It's all part of the experience and I am so hyped. Yeah, pretty soon we're gonna see some more decorations, but as for right now, just some lighting. By the way, as far as announcements go, remember The Exorcist Believer was announced to be a haunted house this year at Halloween Horror Nights. This is not a remake of the original. This is something a little different. Remember, Halloween Horror Nights opens up September 7th to the public, and the event will run select nights all the way up until Halloween. And as far as event details, I'm not gonna go over too much in this video because later on in the month, I'll have a Halloween Horror Nights survival guide video covering everything. Now, I'm noticing not all of the show lighting is in place just yet. In years past, we've seen more lighting on the roof right here. They have these two fixtures, but I feel like these two fixtures are for this building and this little photo op right here. So I don't think that's for HHN. And is anybody else excited for the flowers to change too? They'll go from pink to orange. And then on the left side of the street walking in, you can see even more on the tops of the roofs there. Oh wow, they've even wrapped them around the corner here because usually they just have them in the front, but they have some on the side this year. So that's pretty cool. And we have a giant fixture right there. And those big giant moving fixtures, those are the ones that kind of project the Halloween Horror Nights gobos on the ground and everything. It's pretty cool. And then above the restrooms, there are a couple of fixtures right there as well. And then over here at the plaza, a bunch of lighting has gone up in its usual spot. I don't see anything on the New York Street side just yet. That's probably because they're still working on the facades over there. And some of you are probably thinking, Dylan, the lighting thing, is it really that exciting? Yes, it's exciting. It's exciting because it means we're one step closer to Halloween Horror Nights. Oh my goodness, it's Shrek and Fiona, what's up? Now there's nothing over here on the DreamWorks Theater or on the top of this structure near the plaza. By the way, they haven't taken out the Fast and the Furious stuff just yet. Yeah, I have a feeling all of this is gonna be moving out very quickly if they're gonna be doing the same thing they did last year in the plaza, which is at Dia de los Muertos area, which is really cool. Oh wait, never mind. We have some on the DreamWorks Theater as well. At Midsummer Scream, it was confirmed that French Street will be a scare zone for Halloween Horror Nights 2023, and they are preparing for it. Behind me, they're installing a lot of show lighting. They haven't installed any of the props or scenery just yet, but I'm sure in the next few days and few weeks, all of that stuff will be loaded into the park. As of right now though, it's just the lighting. Moving on, it was fun to have that like mini scare zone over here last year for Halloween Horror Nights, but this year, since the buildings are not here and they can't really decorate in this section, I'm wondering what they're gonna do over here. I'm assuming it's just gonna stay like this as a breezeway. But look at this, they have some lighting on the top of the quick service place. Let's move on to the studio tour because this is around the time they start decorating the Terror Tram. They start prepping that area for all of the spookiness. So let's take a spin. Alrighty, I made it after about 25 minutes, not too bad of a wait. And I got the electric tram today too.
Here he is, all right, here he is. Get out of the water, George.
Just got off the studio tour and there was quite a bit of progress, especially with the Terror Tram stuff for Halloween Horror Nights. It was really cool to see. Starting off with the haunted house that's behind Transformers, nothing really going on there, assuming all the work is happening on the inside. But as far as the facade work goes, I can't really see anything different today than I saw the past couple weeks and a couple months that we've been covering this particular location. So I'm assuming as we inch closer towards the opening of Halloween Horror Nights, we'll get a better idea of what this facade is going to be. Then moving on to the Terror Tram, yeah, some really exciting things over at Terror Tram. They are building a pretty big set, right, as you kind of turn up the hill there where the picture car segment is. Now last year it was a giant pumpkin, and that's where I was for Halloween Horror Nights. It was a lot of fun. I had such a blast right there. But this year it looks to be something completely different. There's two structures. There's one that looks like it has an interior space, and the other one just looks to be just a facade. And crews put that up pretty quick, so I would think maybe in the next week and a week and a half we'll see some details on this thing, and we'll get a better idea of what Terror Tram is supposed to be this year, because we have no idea what Terror Tram is going to be. And then rounding the corner into the Bates Motel area, yeah, the same kind of structures going up like we've seen in years past for this section of the Terror Tram. Again, we do not know what all of these interior spaces are going to have. I'm sure a bunch of scary stuff, but no details as of yet. But it is fun to see those structures go back up again. It's unbelievable how quick the year has gone, how quick the summer has gone, and we're already starting to see some Halloween Horror Nights work. And then last but not least, the two haunted houses that are in the surface lot by Curious George, which have both been confirmed to be Chucky and classic Universal monsters. You can see that the Chucky facade is moving pretty nicely. A new sign has popped up on the front of that facade and it says Good Guys Factory. And you know what? I'm actually really excited for this haunted house. Out of like all the haunted houses that they're gonna have this year at Halloween Horror Nights that have been announced, I'm actually really excited for Chucky. I think Chucky's up there for me, and I think it's up there for a lot of other people as well. And then the classic Universal Monsters haunted house has received its newspaper article facade, which looks really nice. And remember, it's gonna have some digital projections going on in the evening, like Johnny Murdy was talking about at Midsummer Scream. So once that's all complete, I'm sure that will look really good. And with that, that was pretty much all of the major construction happening for the studio tour stuff that is visible for Halloween Horror Nights 2023. Again, the biggest thing was the Terror Tram additions that we can see at the very start of the experience, usually the start of the experience, and then the Bates Motel section of the experience. And then here's your bird's eye look at The Last of Us right behind Revenge of the Mummy, and then the haunted house that's behind Transformers. Yeah, more details are starting to appear for The Last of Us facade, which is really exciting. They just keep adding more and more stuff. And in addition to that sign, there's a few other props going in. And like I've mentioned before in other videos, it's fun to watch this over time, just because you see how many little details they put into these facades. You think they're done, and nope, they are far from it. There's still so much to do. And speaking of details and facades, I went over to the Parisian Courtyard to take a look at that facade. And again, just more and more details are starting to appear on that mausoleum facade that has been confirmed by John Murdy at Midsummer Scream. And that little owl that they've put up there, I wonder if that's a little bit of foreshadowing as to what's going to be happening inside the haunted house, because there is going to be a scene where a giant owl is taking over. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see this one in person. And if it's anything like the facade, I'm assuming the interior space is going to be drop dead gorgeous. I cannot wait to see it. But with that, that's pretty much all of the major Halloween Horror Nights stuff this week. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, I will have a Halloween Horror Nights survival guide video going over the tickets, the haunted houses, the best strategy, all the scare zones, and all that kind of fun stuff, just like I did last year and the year before that. So remember, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, you should consider doing so, because not only does it help me out, but it keeps you up to date on all the latest. With that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these videos from Universal Studios Hollywood or some of your other favorite theme parks, consider subscribing, because I have brand new videos every single week that you won't want to miss out on. Be sure to check out my socials by following the link down below in the description. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.